Hello, hello, hello.
Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening everyone, how are you? Good evening. Guys, I hope I'm audible. No, here it's not raining, Raj. All right. Guys, had a good weekend? Had a good weekend, everyone. Nice. All right, guys. Okay. So guys, let's start with doubts. Let's start with your doubts. You can start raising your hand. We can take up your doubts now. Doubts, feedback, guys, any suggestions during the class or anything regarding conducting the class, anything that you require? Any doubts in the logic that we have done? Till everyone is joining. Start raising your hand, guys. Or is there no doubt? Everyone is clear? We'll do the Raj. We'll do the in class assignment. Last question to that. Saurabh, what's the doubt in that? Saurabh, can you attempt to dry run that? Did you try dry running that code that we did? What's that actually doing and comparing it with the input and output? Did you try that? I know it's a little effort, but did you try that? What I mean is, did you try running the code like line by line? What's the all the lines doing? उसमें तो कुछ logic ही नहीं है, Saurabh. There are two things in that. One is the total donation. What is the total? For example, there are 5 people. One contributes 10 rupees, other 20, 30, 40, 50. The total donation is going to be the sum of whatever they are doing that, right? Saurabh, can you please raise your hand if you have like this kind of a query? You can raise your hand. Okay. अब बताओ उसमें पैटर्न क्या है, सौरभ?
सर पैटर्न मतलब जो सर मतलब नीचे जो आपने लूप वगैरह लेके किया था, फिर उसके बाद में मतलब आपको एनालाइज कैसे हुआ कि ये इतने एरेज लेना है? जैसे मैंने तो किया था तो मुझे सर ऐसा जमा नहीं, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसको।
First of all, did you read the question? Did you understand that? पहले तो ये बताओ, आपको क्वेश्चन समझ में आया?
सर मुझे तो सिर्फ सर इतना ही समझा कि एरे यहाँ पे 10 इनपुट देना है, फिर उसके हिसाब से प्रिंट करेगा, ऐसा मुझे यहाँ तक समझा था।
नॉट कोडिंग वाइज, नॉट कोडिंग वाइज। क्वेश्चन का मतलब समझ में आया आपको? अगेन
नो सर, नो सर।
तो आपको क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ में आया तो आप आंसर सीधा क्यों पूछ रहे हो? तो आप क्वेश्चन पूछो ना कि मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ में आया।
हाँ सर, मतलब
प्रॉब्लम
वो
वहां
जो
पे है।
हाँ सर। यस
प्रॉब्लम,
सर, यस।
अब मैं आपको क्वेश्चन बताता हूँ।
यस सर।
क्वेश्चन बस इतना बता रहा है कि देयर आर n number of people who are going to donate money. Okay,
ओके।
so because there are n number of people, we can have the data in an array, right? As
राइट
simple
सर।
as that. So इसमें बोला first question, for example, first example, there are 10 people and every person has this much amount of money: 1 2 3 2 4 3 6 6 7 6. Okay, this is the amount of money. Okay, Saurabh, I'm expecting
यस
a
सर,
yes.
यस
I'm
सर, यस सर।
going slowly. So a person is going to collect money from this side to this side. Okay,
राइट।
it will collect from this side, then this, and so on. All right. Now there is a rule in collecting. Okay, the rule is every person will donate. For example, if you are till here, what's the maximum amount of money anyone had till here?
1
1. What is the maximum amount of money anyone had till here?
2
What is the maximum amount of money anyone had till here?
3
And what is the maximum amount of money anyone had till here?
2
Maximum amount, Saurabh. Maximum amount.
maximum amount is 3.
3 only, right?
Right.
Okay. Just keep this in mind. Okay. Now listen to me. It says every person will donate, because we are collecting like this in this order.
Right.
Every person will donate the maximum amount till now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
For example, this person will donate 1. Why? Because
Right.
1 is there. This person will donate 2. This person will donate 3. This person will also donate 3. Even if he has 2, this person will donate 3 as well. Okay.
Why 3, sir?
ये आप, sorry, that's in the question. आपने पढ़ा भी है क्वेश्चन? पहले ये बताओ. Saurabh, did you even read the question? No, right? Saurabh, don't read it now. Don't read it now. Saurabh, I'm asking you something. Did you read that question at all? Saurabh, we are not able to hear you now. Saurabh, are you there? Okay, we'll take Nazish down. Yes, Nazish.
सर मुझे इसका आउटपुट समझ नहीं आया।
आपने क्वेश्चन पढ़ा नजीश?
जी सर।
अच्छा ठीक है, आपको अभी तक समझ में आया जो मैं सौरभ को समझा रहा था?
सर वो तो समझ में आ गया सर, लेकिन ये आउटपुट कैसे लिया ये समझ नहीं आ रहा।
नजीश पूरी बात तो सुन लो, आपको अभी तक जो समझा रहा था वो समझ में आया?
यस सर।
पक्का?
सर समझ में आ गया।
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll explain it further. Now you understand why this person has to pay 3 rupees and not 2 rupees.
क्या सर?
Now you understand why this person, fourth person, has to pay 3 rupees and not 2 rupees.
सर 2 रुपीज है, 3 रुपीज तो है नहीं.
Nazish, please go through the lecture recording. I just explained why this person has to pay 2 rupees, why this person has to pay 3 rupees and not 2 rupees. Plus, everyone who's attending, did I tell this right now? Did I just tell this right now? To which you said yes. I'm asking other people. See, Nazish, you did not. Why, guys? ऐसा क्यों होता है कि that you're not understanding and you say a yes? Why? Nazish, आपने नहीं सुना ना अभी जो मैं बता रहा था?
सर नहीं सुना था.
तो फिर हाँ क्यों बोल रहे हो उस पे पहले? Why are you saying a yes to it?
सर फिर से समझा दो.
यार नजीश, मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन क्या पूछ रहा हूँ, मेरे को आंसर क्या दे रहे हो? मैं आपसे ये पूछ रहा हूँ वाई मैं आपसे पूछा भी है कि आपको ये सुना कि नहीं, आपने बोला यस, फिर मैंने बताना स्टार्ट किया, आप कहते हो नो.
सॉरी सर.
कोई बात नहीं, गो थ्रू द प्रीवियस लेक्चर रिकॉर्डिंग. ऑल राइट.
ओके सर.
Okay, guys, don't stop doing this one. Stop doing this. All right, you need to stop this. You need to be very thorough, at least that you have a doubt or not. Okay, go through the lecture recording. Anyone who has a doubt in this question can come back to me. All right, guys, any other questions? Okay, Kishore says night wala bata do. What's the doubt in that, Kishore? Can you please raise it? Guys, can you please start raising the hand for the doubts? Nazish, can you please mute yourself? Even Saurabh and Nazish, both guys, this is a severe feedback to you guys. Yes, Kishore.
हेलो सर, वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. मैं प्रीवियस लेक्चर भी देख चुका हूँ और उस टाइम प्रेजेंट भी था मैं, मगर वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा कैसे हो रहा था.
कितना समझ में आया? क्या कुछ समझ में आया? मेरे को बस वो बता दो, आपको इसमें से क्या क्या समझ में आया? Guys, why do you stop answering when I ask you something? मैं कुछ आपसे मतलब am I asking you for money that you stop talking to me, or do I ask some offended question that offend? Yeah, I'll basically come out of the screen and eat you guys. आप लोग तो ऐसे पता नहीं मैंने क्या मांग लिया होता है आपसे. बोलो, it's your class guys, you are studying. आपको पूछना चाहिए. You need to ask questions properly. मैं बस आपसे ये
हाँ वो सर,
whatever you ask, you are asking in your full senses. हाँ कि यही क्वेश्चन है ना जो मुझे पूछना है. That's it, nothing else.
सर नाइट वाला फिर से समझा दो सर, समझ में नहीं आ रहा. मैं देखा हूँ
Sure,
मगर समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
मैं समझ गया. आपको गुड नाइट वाला समझना, मुझे आपका पता लग गया, पर मैंने आपसे बस ये पूछा उसमें से आपको क्या पार्ट समझ में आया है. ठीक है, so that
हाँ
it
समझ
does
में
not.
आया सर. हाँ
Listen to my context, guys.
बतला.
Guys, listen to my context. You probably need to know this, okay? Why am I asking you cross question is because probably that's a simple one and you probably know the answer to it. You are just not thinking about it. But even if you don't know, I'm willing to help you out. But I need to know as per individual. अगर मेरे को इंडिविजुअल का पता चलेगा तभी मैं एक एवरेज क्लास का निकालूंगा ना लेवल क्या है, राइट? सो यू नीड टू टेल मी कितना समझ में आया कितना नहीं. मैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग अपनी टीचिंग अप्रोच भी चेंज कर सकता हूँ, कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, बट यू नीड टू टेल मी फ्रैंकली, राइट? सर इस वजह से नहीं समझ में आ रहा, ये इतना पार्ट हमें प्रॉपर्ली समझ आया, ये पार्ट नहीं समझ में आया. हाउ डू आई गेट टू नो दैट द क्लास इज गेटिंग टू नो? ओके, आप लोग तो चुप कर, मैं डरावना लग रहा हूँ? डू आई साउंड इंटिमिडेटिंग टू यू गाइस?
नहीं सर.
डू आई इंटिमिडेट यू? मैं डरावना लगता हूँ क्या?
नहीं सर.
फिर क्या ये एक्सपेक्ट करना गलत है कि आप क्वेश्चन पूछें? क्या इज दैट रॉन्ग? किस आप बताओ.
नहीं सर.
फिर तो आप सब क्यों चुप कर जाते हैं उस पे? सौरभ को जब क्वेश्चन पूछा उसने बोलना बंद कर दिया. किशोर से क्वेश्चन नजीर से पूछा, उसने वो अलग आंसर बता रहा है. किशोर ने डाउट के लिए हाथ खड़ा किया तो वो कुछ और बोल रहा है. अच्छा अब बताओ वो नाइट वाले क्वेश्चन में किशोर क्या समझ में आया है?
हाँ सर, वो जो अपना चेस बोर्ड होता है ना, वहाँ अगर वो अपना नाइट जहाँ पर भी हो, वहां से कितने, वो जो है ना स्क्वायर चल सकता है, मतलब बीच में हो तो 8 स्क्वायर चल सकता है, ऐसे वाला, ये समझ में।
वो समझ में आया आपको, है ना? नाइट की मूवमेंट्स आपको चेस खेलनी आती है वैसे?
हाँ,
बेसिक बेसिक
थोड़ी थोड़ी आती है सर। हाँ आती है ना
आपको
सर, थोड़ी
मूवमेंट से
थोड़ी।
पता है बेसिकली, राइट?
हाँ
है ना? अब देखो कुछ ऐसा दिखता है चेस बोर्ड। नाउ गाइस सी, नाउ आई गेट टू नो दैट ही नोस चेस, he wants to know ahead of it, okay? राइट? सो मुझे कुछ तो पता चला ना कि किशोर को क्या आता है क्या नहीं। अब देखो किशोर, maybe I'm not making the complete 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 sir, okay this is यूनिफॉर्म चेस, राइट? ओके, सो किशोर उसमें क्वेश्चन, आपको क्वेश्चन भी समझ में आया क्या था बेसिकली?
हाँ हाँ सर।
आपको ये बताना है कि नाइट आपको पोजीशन दी हुई है नाइट की, वो कितने मूवमेंट चल सकता है, राइट?
हाँ हाँ
अब आपको ये तो पता लग गया कि अगर वो यहाँ पे है तो चेस बोर्ड के बाहर बाहर वो नहीं चल सकता, राइट?
नहीं नहीं जा सकता सर।
Because I've explained this in English before, so I'm catching because I I feel that Kishore is more comfortable, right Kishore?
हाँ
आप
सर।
कंफर्टेबल हो, ठीक है? किशोर आप म्यूट कर लो, थोड़ी सी वॉइस आ रही है आपके पीछे से, ठीक है? तो मैं इन केस यू हैव आई एम आस्किंग यू टू अनम्यूट, ओके? I have given you the permission to unmute, but don't unmute, okay? So just unmute when you have a doubt, when I ask you something, okay? Guys, just give me a second, all right? All right, guys. Now, किशोर अब आपको पता चल गया नाइट यहाँ पे है तो कितनी मूवमेंट्स कर सकता है? ऑब्वियसली चेस बोर्ड के बाहर नहीं करेगा, यहाँ पे करेगा, यहाँ पे कर सकता है, राइट? दीज आर द ओनली टू मूवमेंट्स। जैसे यस और नो किशोर ऑन द चैट, यहाँ पे होगा तो यहाँ पे कर सकता है और यहाँ पे आ सकता है। कहीं और होगा, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द करंट पोजीशन इट कैन, लाइक उसकी कितनी मूवमेंट्स वो कर सकता है उसमें डिफरेंस आएगा ना, है ना? तो हमने क्या किया, अब देखो ये फॉर एग्जांपल नाइट है, तो डिपेंड करेगा कि वो एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट पे कहाँ लाई कर रहा है और वाई कोऑर्डिनेट पे कहाँ लाई कर रहा है, राइट? ये एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट हो गए, ये वाई कोऑर्डिनेट हो गए, राइट? एम आई करेक्ट किशोर? It seems like he has a doubt. Kishore, you have a doubt? Kishore, are you there? Don't tell me you left off for drinking or eating something. Kishore, we have lost Kishore. Okay, guys, I'll repeat that. Kishore can watch the recording. Okay, just let me know if anyone has a doubt in this one. Okay, I hope everyone is clear till now. Okay, great. Now, guys, the first check that we have made, obviously, now the number of positions that knight can go to, sorry, जहां जहां नाइट जितनी जगह पे जा सकता है वो उस पर बहुत डिपेंड करता है कि कहाँ पे इनिशियली प्रेजेंट है ना? नाइट कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है, सो दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट एंड द वाई कोऑर्डिनेट. पोजीशन इज दैट ओनली, राइट? एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट एंड वाई कोऑर्डिनेट. This is 0,0 whatever it is, right? So what we are doing is we are initially putting a check on x coordinate, that if x coordinate is more than 2 or more than 1, okay, and less than 8, either it's lying in this range, ऐसे ये वाली, okay, in this range, okay, basically this range, right? If I tell you that any point is lying between greater than 1 and less than 8, it's lying here, right? In this area, anywhere, right? इस एरिया में कहीं पे लाई कर रहा होगा, तो हम उसके बाद क्या करते हैं, उसके बाद हम y पे भी चेक लगा देते हैं कि क्या y जो y कोऑर्डिनेट है वो ग्रेटर देन 2 एंड लेस देन 6 है, ग्रेटर देन 2 एंड लेस देन 6 है, तो दैट मींस वो इस एरिया में लाई कर रहा है, Okay. Now, if you see that if a knight is lying in this area, in the innermost square, in the innermost area, so it will have 8 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever we calculate, 8 moves are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? It will have 8 moves. Now, depending upon the if condition, so next हमने if conditions लगाई हैं, ठीक है? तो वो इसलिए लगाई है ताकि हम चेक कर पाए कि क्या वो लेस देन, कि अगर वो यहाँ पे लाई कर रहा है क्लोजर टू द y coordinates end, y coordinate के ending पे लाई कर रहा है, obviously it has two ends, this end and this end, right? इस end पे लाई कर रहा है तो उसकी movements restrict हो जाएंगी, पूरी जगह नहीं move कर पाएगा, right? Checks are according to that. And similarly for y, x1, x की boundaries हम check कर रहे हैं. So if we are able to check the boundaries, we can increment the number of, हम उसको increase कर सकते हैं ना, कितनी जगह move कर सकता है. If it's innermost, according to the boundaries, it can move anywhere. So that's why we do a +1. Okay, every time on every check. Now, अगर वो boundaries के पास है, so we don't do a +1 in particular cases, else we do a +1. Got the concept now? Kishore, if you're there, you can raise your hand and let me know. Saurav, we still didn't hear from you. Guys, clear with this one? Let's start the class now. Yes, Vaibhav.
यस सर, वो मैंने कल आपका जो क्वेश्चन था वो किया, बट उसमें मैंने जो इनपुट डाला था आउटपुट भी सेम आ रहा था, बट माइनर एकदम सा एरर है, तो आप उसका लिंक भेज सकते हैं क्या?
That MLE is coming up.
डोनेशन वाला मैम से सर, टोटल डोनेशन है.
Okay, you need that one, that link.
यस
Okay.
यस, बोथ क्वेश्चन.
Both questions.
सर 2 क्वेश्चन.
One is this donation. You are again muted, Vaibhav. So this is the donation one link.
यस सर, डोनेशन. यस सर.
Okay, and what is the other one?
नो सर, ओनली वन.
You only required one. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So guys, let's start ahead. What do you know max number? Vaibhav, please put your hand down. Please, man, this is Monday. Let's not drag it through the week. Great. Okay. Now, guys, what we are going to do is, okay. So, guys, we were on this particular question. Did everyone get? Sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. I'll just share my screen. So, guys, did everyone understand this question? What is the logic that we applied? Did everyone get that? Simple. For example, if you want to know the highest, I'll just reiterate in a quick bit. For example, if you want to find the 3 highest numbers anywhere, okay? So what you do, we can follow this approach, find the highest number. We know how to find it, right? So we just keep the highest number on the side and we say that we are not going to select it again. Okay. Now, similarly, now, jo bhi numbers reh jayenge, whatever numbers are pending, and you find the highest number in that, we will get the second highest. Now, if we keep that aside, if we exclude that for the next time, and we again find a highest number, then that will be a third highest number, right? I'm coming to that, guys. I'm coming to that. Just reiterating the concept. Okay. Now, guys, coming to this one, MLE. Okay, one test case didn't pass. That is not a logical error. Okay, it is giving us an error. MLE, the full form of MLE is memory limit exceeded. Okay, that is the reason. Now, the memory limit is just exceeding because we have many number of test cases. No, not because of that, Amisha. Because we have a lot of test cases. Okay, now this is what I think is, according to me, that this is some internal whatever you say, the configuration, some configuration error with Newtons, whatever they are put here. Okay, now what I've done is I've reported this one to the team. Okay, but if you see, the rest of the test cases are passing and everything is fine. It's not a wrong answer. It's just a memory limit exceeded. Our memory limit should not exceed because the only memory that we are using is by taking the input, right? We are storing it somewhere, input. And we have to take the input eventually, right? We can't refrain from that. No, Yasmin, I can't say that this is because of the space complexity, because we can't reduce the space, because we actually require the whole array with us, right? We can't refrain from storing the array, and we are just storing that array. We are doing nothing else. All right. So that's the reason. All right, guys. Once it is cleared, once this glitch is cleared, I'll let you know, guys. All right. Harsh, probably if he's getting a runtime runtime error, that depends on the kind of error that you are getting. Okay. Now, guys, everyone is ready. Everyone, for the next question. Harsh will get to know with experience, with a little more coding, we'll get to know that. All right. All right. So, guys, this is the next question. This is a little tricky question. Okay. Not a tricky, but for the beginners, I can't say this is a beginner level question. I can't say this is a medium level question. It lies a little above the beginner's level. Okay. So just we are going to attempt it for the sake of completing the in-class assignment. Okay. But maybe it does like help you to solve that one. Okay. So guys, we will discuss the logic as well. Okay. I'll tell you the logic as well. Okay. But I'll like you guys to think as well. And first of all, guys, the first thing is we will understand the question properly. Everyone. Okay. Guys, अगर आप सिर्फ बाद में कोड देख लोगे कुछ नहीं बनने वाला. Trust me, कुछ नहीं बनने वाला. Okay. Coding में rectification नहीं चलेगी. That I'm very clear of. Okay. Trust me on that. I've tried that during my time. That is not going to work. Okay. So just trust me, understand the proper question properly, and then we will discuss. Okay. So guys, here is a link of the question. Okay. I'm sending that on chat to everyone, and that's on my screen as well. So what you guys can do is read it on the screen. And if you think that you need scrolling, just open that link that I've sent on the chat and you can read it from there as well. Okay. But this is the whole question. Okay. Guys, take your time, try to understand it. Don't do it ऐसे मत करना कि हमने एक बार बड़ा पता नहीं चला सर समझा दो. Try to understand that. Okay, that's all what I'm asking for. I'll explain you guys though. Okay. Take 2-3 minutes and let me know. Okay. Not even 2-3 minutes. Guys, take 5 minutes. I guess I'll give you a good time. So it's 9:28. Take time till 9:33. That works up for everyone. Understand it. Take a pen and paper. Try writing it. What does that question means? What all things could be there? All right. Everyone. Okay, I'm not getting replies, so I'm assuming everyone is busy. Okay. All right, guys. Take your time. All right. I guess everyone has read the question, guys. I guess everyone has read the question, guys. Okay. I just explained the question, guys. So, guys, we'll be given an array. All right. We will be given an array. Okay. Now, what we have to find is we have to find two indexes. Okay. We don't have to find two indexes. Actually, we have to find the difference between two indexes. Okay. Difference of two indexes. Okay. Let's call them I and j. Basically, we have to find j minus I. Now, when I say j minus I, j is the first index, I is the second index. Now, the relation between j and I is that j should be greater than or equal to I. Okay. First part of the question. Does everyone understand this one? Does everyone understand this one? Any doubts till now? Guys, I'm going very slow on this question. Okay. So please, guys, be frank with yourself at least. Okay. Guys, I'm not going to repeat this. I'm giving actually a lot of time on this question. Okay. Now, guys, everyone knows that we are getting the difference of two indexes. Now, there should be a basis of indexes, right? Basis of the difference. Now, if this is the case, we can select this and this index as well. This is this and this index as well, and so on, right? तो हम कोई भी दो indexes choose कर सकते हैं फिर तो. If there is no basis, but there should be some rule or basis, right? Else won't make any point. Is that correct? I'm just trying to build up some context, guys. Why is this required? Why is the question given in this way, and so on? Okay. Now, the basis is that any element at jth index, or we can call that a of j, should be greater than, what do you call it? Should be greater than element at jth index should be greater than element at a of ith index. This is the condition. Okay. So we have to find the maximum difference of indexes such that any element lying on the jth index and any lying on the ith index, this is the relation. Everyone? Now, guys, just see to it that this difference does not need to be highest. This difference needs to be highest. You get the difference? Clear, guys? Okay, guys, we have to find the maximum. This difference should be maximum, not this difference. It should be a relation, that is fine, but this difference should be maximum. The example is, guys, let's say now this is it. The maximum difference between the elements is this one, and it is following this relation as well. But guys, what are the two numbers that are following this relation and they are very much apart? Basically, the difference between the indexes of two numbers is very high. Guys, again, you are following this one, right? You are maximizing this difference. Right now, when we said 1 and 20, we are maximizing this difference. Now, when I say that this relation should follow, but the difference of indexes should be highest. That means the element should be the farthest. Just it needs to follow this relation. Then what? Correct. Ayush is absolutely correct. Then 1 and 6 come into picture, right? Then 1 and 6 come into picture. This relationship is maintained, but this one is the highest, right? Differences of index is highest here. Do you get the difference now? Yes, do you listen to me what I'm explaining again and again? The difference of numbers does not need to be highest. Difference of two indexes needs to be the highest. It just needs to follow this relationship. That is, any element at jth index should be greater than the element at ith index. That's it. Not that it should be the maximum. The difference of index it should be maximum. Correct, Harsh. But it needs to follow this relation. We need to keep this one in check. Everyone got that? Yasmin, I hope you're clear as well. Okay. So guys, I hope everyone understands the question now. Right? Everyone? Okay. Now guys, any logic you have in mind? If not, I'll tell you the logic directly. Yes, Peter.
Sir, it's easy, right? The logic, like you just keep the first element as constant, and then you compare it with the other element, and you need to make sure which is the last element that is bigger than it, and then get those indexes and subtract the answer.
Okay. So Peter, what you're saying, keep this one as constant, check the difference with everyone, right?
Yeah, and no, not like that. You're taking one as constant, okay?
One as constant, this one, right? This one?
Yeah,
Or...
and no, the numbers, the value.
Okay.
And I'm checking it with all the other elements. I mean, all the other values, and I'm checking which is the last, value which is greater than that.
Why are you taking one as constant? That's my question. Because it's the first element. That's why.
Yes, sure.
If the first element had been 3, then you would have taken 3 as a constant, right?
Yes. But then, yeah, okay. Then you
just
have
ask
to
me.
take.
The
Okay.
problem is that you're just comparing the first element. Okay.
First, exactly.
You're
So,
taking
but
I
then
as
in
the
this
first
situation.
element only. It can be any element, na?
Okay, yeah, correct. So if you take 3, then you'll have to consider 2 as your first element.
Correct. It could be anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good try. But see, guys, what happens is if you're trying, you get to know what is wrong and what is not, right? That develops your logic building. Yes, Rajneesh.
सर एक्चुअली मैं इसको ट्राई किया, मेरा तो अगर मैं टू फॉर लूप यूज कर रहा हूँ तो उसमें मेमोरी स्पेस का एरर दे रहा है। मेरे पास लॉजिक है, मैं इसको क्या कर रहा हूँ, टू लॉजिक से
Wait, Rajneesh, just give me a second, guys. This is for everyone. Rajneesh, I got to know what your logic is there, and I want you to explain to the class. Okay.
मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ सर.
Yeah. Just let me grab class's attention, right? Guys, everyone needs to hear this one. This is one of, if he's correct, okay, probably he's correct. Okay, what I assume is that it is a very basic logic, but yes, if I say that I expect it from you guys right now, so the answer is no. So if Rajneesh has done that, I appreciate him. So good one. Guys, I want everyone to listen to him, okay, and ask questions to him, okay, if you have a doubt. Okay, Rajneesh, we'll move slow. Okay, we'll move step by step. I'll show everyone on the board that what you are doing. All right.
ओके सर, इसमें मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, फर्स्ट मैं एक एरे डिक्लेयर कर रहा हूँ और कितनी साइज का मैं डिक्लेयर कर रहा हूँ, नंबर, कोई नंबर, मैं उस टाइप उतनी साइज का एरे डिक्लेयर कर रहा हूँ इसमें। और मुझे क्या कर रहा हूँ, फर्स्ट मैं लूप चला रहा हूँ आई से एरे डॉट लेंथ तक, फिर मैं दूसरा लूप चला रहा हूँ जे के स्टार्ट कर n-1 से ग्रेटर देन ऑफ 0 तक।
Wait. Rajneesh, this is not a way to explain. थोड़ा logic explain, code मत explain करो, logic बताओ.
लॉजिक सर, लॉजिक इसमें बता रहा हूँ कि जैसे क्या होगा, जो भी कुछ होगा एरे ऑफ आई एंड एरे ऑफ जे जो होगा, वैल्यू मैं कंपेयर कर रहा हूँ जे आप, वो होगा जे ग्रेटर देन होगा आई से हमेशा। और मैं उसको क्या कर रहा हूँ और उसमें एक थर्ड वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर कर रहा हूँ सर, और उसमें उसकी वैल्यू ऐसा का इनिशियलाइज कर रहा हूँ।
very fast. You're going very fast. मुझे भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा क्या बोल रहे हो.
सर एक्चुअली मैं एक वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर कर रहा हूँ कोई भी, जिसे
रजनीश,
यस सर,
हमें कुछ गाइस किसी को भी कुछ भी समझ में आया?
तो सर मैं फिर कैसे तो समझाऊं?
करेंगे रजनीश, आपने सॉल्व किया है,
यस सर।
धीरे धीरे करो ना। आपने कुछ सोच के सॉल्व किया होगा और सोच के कोड करना स्टार्ट किया होगा,
यस सर।
तो वो सोच बताओ ना, वो टेल अस व्हाट, कि आपने सोचा क्या, वैसे बताओ ना।
सर फर्स्ट मैं इसको क्वेश्चन को रीड किया। क्वेश्चन इसमें बोल रहा है क्या कोई एक एरे लेना है एन नंबर ऑफ एन साइज का, फर्स्ट इसमें,
आपके
राइट?
पास अरे आ गया रजनीश, आप अरे
यस
से
सर।
आगे बताओ सॉल्व कैसे करोगे।
सॉल्व मैं करूंगा, इसको कंपेयर करूंगा, ए, मतलब एक वैल्यू फर्स्ट से और लास्ट इंडेक्स से कंपेयर कर रहा हूँ।
अब पहले ये वाली वैल्यू उठा रहे हो और ये वाली वैल्यू उठा रहे हो, right?
एक मिनट सर, ये कौन सी, एक मिनट जो
Okay, Rajnish, you can mute yourself. Probably I can. I know your logic. You have used two nested loops, right? You have used nested loops, Rajnish. Okay, let's try Yasmin.
यस सर, थैंक यू।
Yes,
सो
Yasmin.
सेम मेरे को भी ये टीएलई का प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, बट
Okay,
सेम आई हैव यूज्ड टू लूप
great.
वेयर मैंने दो इंडेक्स लिए आई और जे,
Okay,
और आई का वैल्यू आई का वैल्यू स्टोर किया ए ऑफ 0 और जे का वैल्यू स्टोर किया ए ऑफ 1। ओके
okay.
ओके, अगर सपोज ए ऑफ जे ग्रेटर देन ए ऑफ आई, देन आई एम फाइंडिंग द डिफरेंस बिटवीन जे एंड आई।
Okay. Basically, what you have done is if I is greater than J, right?
Basically, no, sir. Array of j is agar greater than a of I.
Wait. Yasmin, you just said that I is array of 0 and J is array of 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So how can you take, if you start taking this one, array of I, so
No.
would it be wrong?
No, sir. I said array of j must be greater than array of I.
ठीक है, ये कर लेते हैं.
Oh, it's not possible.
See, this is the value of an array, right?
Yes.
Let's say your array size is 5 and the value of array of 0 is 10,000. So वो possible होगा, गलत हो जाएगा ना वो तो.
So can you repeat क्या?
देखो, आप इधर वैल्यू ले रहे हो, आपने मुझे बोला अरे i की वैल्यू है array of 0 initially and j की वैल्यू है array of 1 initially, right?
Yes, sir.
ना उसके बाद आपने उसी को उस वैल्यूज को एज एन इंडेक्स यूज किया ना, देखो.
हाँ, sir. हाँ.
तो अब ये बताओ, अगर अरे का साइज 5 है, राइट, और अरे ऑफ 0 पे जो है 1000 की वैल्यू पड़ी हुई है,
अच्छा.
सो ये गलत नहीं हो जाएगा? अरे ऑफ आई क्या बोलेगा? 1000 इंडेक्स पे जो वैल्यू पड़ी है वो दे दो, राइट?
Yes, sir.
तो वो गलत हो जाएगा ना?
Yeah, yes, sir.
ये तो पहले ही गलत हो गया. आपने प्रॉब्लम किया क्या होगा, आपने आई की वैल्यू 0 ली होगी और जे की वैल्यू 1 ली होगी. आपने ये किया होगा.
मैं बोल देती शायद गलत है, लेकिन मैंने यही किया, मैंने दो फॉर लूप रन किया जहाँ पे पहले मैंने एरे ऑफ j मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन एरे ऑफ i, फिर डिफरेंस निकाला दोनों इंडेक्स का, फिर मैक्सिमम निकाला
हाँ,
उस
तो आपने
हिसाब से।
जो आपने दो फॉर लूप्स लिए, एक फॉर लूप आपका 0 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, एक फॉर लूप आपका 1 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है. तो अरे की
यस सर,
तो आई और जे की वैल्यू 0 और 1 है इनिशियली.
यस सर, यस सर, ओह सॉरी, वो बोलना
Okay,
चाहिए था
then you
मुझे।
have compared a value. Okay.
यस सर।
Okay. Tell us, guys, what she has done is she has taken a loop. Initially, she has taken a loop that ranges from 0 to n, okay, or n minus 1. And after that, she has taken a loop that ranges from, I can say, I plus 1 to n, right? Yasmin, if I'm correct.
यस
Probably
सर।
this is what you have done. Okay. Now, guys, this loop is inside the previous loop. And then she has checked this one, that if the value of array of j is greater than array of I, right?
यस सर।
Then what?
Then I find the difference between j and I, j minus I,
Okay.
और उसके पहले मैंने एक मैक्स इनिशियलाइज किया था 0,
Correct.
फिर
Max
मैंने
फिर आपने max को ले लिया, mat dot max, whatever is that.
मैक्स और डिफरेंस में दोनों वो सर वो किया।
ऐसे कर लिया होगा,
यस सर।
right?
यस सर।
Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Rajnish, I guess this is the similar logic that you have used as well, right, Rajnish? Right? So guys, this was the logic. So guys, if you see that what are we doing? We are trying to, here in this one, outer loops run till here. That means i's value is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And similarly, for every value of I, j is going to start from the next element. That means if the value of I is 1, it will start from here 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got all the combinations of numbers. If we take I as 1, then i's value becomes 2, and it takes all the possible combinations, the further ones. Then i's value becomes 3, it takes all the possible combinations. Then i's value becomes 4, it takes all the possible combinations, right? So this kind of nested loop is going to give you basically all the combinations. Am I correct? Everyone? This is going to give us all the combinations. Now, guys, if you have all the combination, basically combination means two numbers. Everyone? Combination means, and eventually, guys, if you see the combination of I and J, how they are being made, I is going to be always smaller than J. Am I correct? I is always going to be smaller than J in this kind of a scenario. Now, we always have two numbers with us, and we have all the combinations. So we can find the maximum difference just applying this max logic. This is quite simple. Instead of just finding the difference of numbers, we are just finding the difference of indexes, right? We have the indexes with us as well. We have the indexes, hence we have the numbers. We just check this relation. If this is true, then we find the difference and we maximize it. Is that correct? Aditya, I'm coming to you. Is that correct? Okay. Sir, but firstly, difference between indexes should be max. So what are we doing? This difference, what is that difference? Vivek, this is the difference of indexes only, right? This difference is difference of indexes only, right, Vivek? So we are maximizing it only. We are finding the maximum of this only. Yes, Aditya, tell me now.
सर मेरे को एक लॉजिक इसका लग रहा है जैसा इसको एक और तरीका से करते हैं मतलब मेथड तो सेम रहेगा लेकिन उसका टाइम कम लगेगा हमको पूरे क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने में.
Okay. We'll come to that, Aditya. Let एक बार ये बेसिक अप्रोच है, ठीक है? तो एक बार सबको ये समझा दें, ठीक है? ऐसी हमारी अप्रोच बिल्डिंग होगी. I'll give you a chance, all right? If you have a different logic, I'll give you a chance. All right? Okay. Yes, guys, can we please start raising our hands instead of just popping everything on the chat? Then the class looks more interactive, and moreover, I'm able to answer in a better way. That's what I feel. Guys, please start raising your hands. Yes, Yash, tell me.
Sir, I wanted to understand the last
Sorry?
Maximum, what was that difference in maximum?
Yes, you're not audible. I guess your voice is audible, but you're speaking very slowly.
Hello.
Now
Can
you're
you
audible.
hear me now? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The last line which you did in the coding.
This one?
Yeah.
You tell me, what do you think this is doing? Give it a shot.
It was showing the maximum difference.
Aditya, where's the confidence in your voice?
This is Yash. Sorry.
Speak with confidence.
That is showing the maximum difference between the values.
Correct. So what we are doing is, see, this difference is the difference of indexes, right? That we have calculated right now.
Yeah.
And it is possible that it could be maximum, not sure.
Yeah, that's possible.
And we have always kept a maximum number with us. Okay. So maximum, this value of this variable always gets replaced with the maximum value. Of which maximum value? Either the current difference or the existing value.
Okay.
Okay. Now this method math.max compares both the values and returns the maximum one. For example, if this is 1 and this is 2, what does that mean? That the difference that I had previously was already greater and I do not need to consider this one, right?
Yeah.
So that means max value will remain 2. But if this was
by
2 and this was 1.
Yeah.
So max value should be changed, right? Because we have a now we have a bigger difference of indexes, right?
Yes.
So
As
this
we
is
go further. Yeah.
correct. Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Right? Clear? This is the same thing that we did while finding the maximum number, right? But
Yes,
instead of the difference, it was basically the value of the number, right?
Yes.
Got it?
Got it.
Okay, great. Yes, Peter.
Sir, I'm not sure if I'm right, but then like the code what you just gave, right? So I guess I can, make it much more effective. I'm not sure if I'm right.
There is a way.
All right. Okay, so what I thought was like instead of going like all the way again, like if you start from 1 and then you move to 2 and then you go to 3, like you start with each element, right? Instead of that, like once we start with 1, the highest difference what you get is 5 in this. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4, right?
How do you know that the other number is 5?
No, I'm just giving an example, like in this scenario, sir.
You don't know what the next numbers are now, right, Peter? How do you know
Yes,
that
sir. No,
this is 4?
okay, no. What I'm telling is like, what I'm telling is like you'll get a value for j minus I, right?
I agree on that, but are you using two
Yeah.
loops? I don't know what you're doing, Peter. You're actually trying to explain your logic from the air, assuming something that we already know. So you need to start from the basic, Peter.
Basic. Okay. All right. Sir, I'll be running the same loop, like initial part. So you'll obviously receive j minus I in some part.
Okay.
Okay. So let us assume you receive j minus I. Okay.
Here.
For what? Yeah.
Two loops?
Yes, sir. So while using loop, you're getting j minus I. Okay, in some part. Okay. So what I'll do is when I go to the next I part, I'll go directly to instead of starting it from I plus 1, I'll go directly to the j part.
Obviously, j part is going to start first, right?
I guess you didn't understand. Like in this loop, what is happening is like you're assigning the value of I equals to 0.
Correct.
Okay, and then you're comparing it with all the other elements.
Correct. Absolutely.
So j starts with I plus 1.
All the next elements, basically.
Yeah. And then once that loop is done, you go to I equals to 0 plus 1. So that will be 2.
Correct. 1.
And then again, and then j starts from 2.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
Instead of that, once you get j minus I value, let us assume you get it as 3. Okay. So when you go to the next loop, instead of going like j equals to I plus 1, you can directly go like you'll have a value of I, right? Instead of going from that point, you can just take the difference and add it and then compare.
Okay. So you're saying instead of going I plus 1, we can go I plus diff.
Yeah, exactly, sir. Exactly. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Right. Yes, we can do that. We can do that.
That will make the runtime shorter, right? Because you don't have to go through each element.
Yes, definitely. But Peter, right now, the kind of classes we are on a very basic level and we are not on too much of optimization. But it's good that you're able to think that way. That is absolutely good. Why it will work? The reason is, even if we have again a difference of 2 that we previously recorded, that does not make a difference because again the maximum difference is going to be 2. So we can skip those kind of
exactly, sir.
Okay. Yes, that is fine. Okay, Peter, good one. Okay, this is good. I like your approach. Just what we need to refine is the way to explain. Okay.
All right.
Okay. You need to assume that the other person to whom you are explaining, he does not know anything. Even if it's me, see, whatever you started explaining, okay, like you assume something that okay, I'll be running 2 loops. सबको पता ही होगा कि मैं 2 loops
exactly.
No one is going to assume that. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the kind of explanation we have to start from the beginning. Now, for example, if I start thinking that you guys know coding, that'll be a big problem, right?
I understand.
Right? Got it? So
Yeah.
not only we just not only need to improve our coding, we need to improve our explaining skills as well, because they are very important in an interview. You generally, guys, this for everyone, we generally explain things how we are going to do in interview, and then we are allowed to code. Then we are given to code. Okay. If you're not able to explain, the interviewer is just going to go to the next question and not ask you to code. Okay. All right. Thank you, Peter. Good one. Yes, Aditya.
ये सर सेम अप्रोच इसको एक और तरीका से समझ सकते हैं सर, जैसे कि जो 1 2 3 4 5 है, जस्ट एज्यूम कि स्टूडेंट्स खड़े हैं एक लाइन में जिनका हाइट है 1 2 3 4 5 ऐसे।
ओके।
और वी गेस द सेकंड एग्जांपल जो 1 20 3 4 5 6, ये सही एग्जांपल लगेगा इसको समझाने के लिए सर, कि स्टूडेंट का हाइट है 1 20 3 4 5 6। तो इसमें अप्रोच, इसको शॉर्ट करने का अप्रोच ये कि जो फर्स्ट नंबर का जो बच्चा जो इसका हाइट 1 फीट है, वो सब अपने से सबसे इंड वाले पार्ट में फर्स्ट लुक करेगा, वो सबसे लास्ट वाले में।
करेक्ट।
कि अगर सबसे लास्ट वाला स्टूडेंट अगर मेरे से बड़ा है, सबसे लास्ट वाला, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली सबसे मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस हो जाएगा फर्स्ट वाले बच्चे से।
तो अब बेसिकली पीछे से कैलकुलेट करना स्टार्ट।
हाँ एग्जैक्ट। जो सेकंड जो कंपैरिजन करेगा वो लास्ट वाले बच्चे से। अगर मेरा लास्ट वाला बच्चे का हाइट 0.5 रहता, तो सेकंड लास्ट वाले बच्चे से हम कंपेयर कर लेंगे कि क्या वो मेरे से बड़ा या छोटा। तो इस केस में जो सबसे पहला बच्चा जो मेरे से बड़ा होगा, वो 1 फीट वाले स्टूडेंट के लिए वो उसका मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस हो जाएगा।
करेक्ट
करेक्ट। तो इसको हम एक वेरिएबल में फिक्स कर देंगे कि लेट्स कि ये 3 जो 5 नंबर वो मैक्सिमम डिफरेंस है। तो मान ली कि वो 4 मेरे से 4 आगे वाला बच्चा मेरे से पहला ऐसा बच्चा है जो मेरे से बड़ा है।
So basically what you're trying to say is, Aditya, that you'll start the other loop from reverse, right?
Yes, sir.
And if you find a person greater, basically value greater, so you can just stop the loop, right? Whatever number you
Yes, sir. Very first we got the first highest student greater than my height, वहीं पे लूप वो टर्मिनेट हो जाएगा सर। तो और उसके बाद जो सेकंड अप्रोच है कि अब वो हाइट ऑफ 20 फीट वाले बच्चे के पास चला जाएगा वो लूप।
Correct. This is fine. I don't doubt this one. Even this is fine. Okay. But when we come to the complexity part, this is again not going to make that much of a difference, because we are just considering one test case. Okay. There could be n number of test cases जहाँ पे आपको फिर से सारा ही iterate करना, सारा ही loop traverse करना पड़ेगा।
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. But good thinking.
Yeah, hello sir.
Yes, Adarsh.
Actually sir, मेरे को लॉजिक पार्ट में थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन था, मैं बस ब्रशअप के लिए रेस किया हूँ हैंड। एक्चुअली ये जो नंबर आपने दिया हुआ है राइट हैंड साइड पे 1 2 3 4 5, मतलब असेंडिंग या डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर पे, ठीक है? मतलब 5 4 3 2 1 भी हो सकता था ये।
When did I say that? Did you, Adarsh, first of all, ये बताओ आपने क्वेश्चन रीड किया?
हाँ मैंने क्वेश्चन रीड करा।
So क्वेश्चन में एक बार भी दिया जो इनपुट है वो असेंडिंग या डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में है? नहीं,
बट यहाँ पर अगर सर हम लोग चीजें उल्टा ले लेते हैं 5 4 3 2 1, देन फिर ये सर इस केस में मुझे प्रॉब्लम।
वो एग्जांपल्स है ना अदर्श, आप ये समझो, अगर ये असेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग में दिया तो क्वेश्चन का मतलब ही नहीं रहता। रीजन तो हमेशा डिफरेंस फर्स्ट और लास्ट नंबर का ही मैक्सिमम आएगा ना।
हाँ ये बात
राइट। तो कोई पॉइंट, इंडेक्सेस का डिफरेंस तो मैक्सिमम वही आएगा हमेशा, तो क्वेश्चन का कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं रहता। So these are random numbers, all right? These are not ascending or descending.
इस जगह पे जो हम लोग है सर, मतलब j ग्रेटर देन i कैसे हो रहा है सर? मतलब मैक्सिमम नंबर j ही होगा।
मैक्सिमम नंबर नहीं होगा आदर्श। हमें क्या करना है, हमें डिफरेंस में, आपको ये वाला क्वेश्चन का मतलब समझ आया जब मैं ये एक्सप्लेन कर रहा था?
हाँ, j जो हमेशा ग्रेटर देन i होना चाहिए,
राइट।
और इसका डिफरेंस जो होगा वो प्रिंट आउट होगा,
वो मैक्सिमम होना चाहिए।
हाँ वो मैक्सिमम होना चाहिए।
Given that this should be true, okay?
ये ट्रू होना चाहिए, बट ये फॉलो होना, मतलब ये फॉलो होना चाहिए।
करेक्ट। तो हमने देखो इफ कंडीशन लगाई है पहले, हमेशा चेक करने से पहले। आपको ये समझना है, ये हमारे ये जो दो लूप्स हैं हमें कॉम्बिनेशन दे देंगे सब i और j के।
बिल्कुल।
राइट। ना उसके बाद हमने चेक क्या किया, हर एक कॉम्बिनेशन के लिए बेसिकली हमने ये चीज प्री रिक्विजिट चेक किया, जो कि ये वाला, राइट, ये भी होना चाहिए। And now if this is true, we can calculate the difference in indexes
maximum bit rate.
and then we can maximize it. आपको ये नहीं समझ में आया?
नहीं, ये समझ में आ गया था। मतलब मेरा ये कहना था कि अगर नंबर 1 2 3 4 5 के जगह अगर 1 2 3 4 फिर 5 फिर 4 हो जाता, ऐसा कुछ सीरीज अगर हो जाता, वैसा कुछ नहीं है।
हाँ तो
मेरे
हो
को
सकता है ना, क्यों नहीं हो सकता? हो सकता है, हो सकता है, क्यों नहीं हो सकता? तो कॉम्बिनेशन में एक 1 और 4 ये भी बनेगा, कॉम्बिनेशन में 1 and 4 ये भी बनेगा। क्लियर? Still, Adarsh, you sound confused, all right?
सर एक बार कोड हो जाता तो फिर मतलब
मैं आपको ये लॉजिक बता रहा हूँ, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू कोड दिस, ये तो मैंने आपको कोड बता ही दिया ना, ये ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर कोड है, राइट? पहले आप तो ये लॉजिक बताओ, ये वाला लॉजिक समझ में आया और ये लॉजिक क्यों क्यों किया, फिर हम इसके और एक बेटर लॉजिक भी करेंगे थोड़ा।
नहीं, ये समझ में आ गया सर। बस वही है कि अगर रैंडम नंबर होता है तो फिर उसको
तो कॉम्बिनेशन तो देगा ही ना, तो भी तो कॉम्बिनेशन देगा ही ना। 1 देखो, ये दो लूप्स क्या करे, कॉम्बिनेशन बना रहे हैं हर नंबर के, 1 और सारे नंबर्स के साथ, 2 देन सारे नंबर्स के साथ, 3 देन सारे नंबर्स के साथ, एंड देन हम चेक कर सारे कॉम्बिनेशन आ रहे हैं हमारे पास एक एक करके, देन वी आर चेकिंग दिस कंडीशन, दैट इज अ प्रीरिक्विजिट, एंड देन वी आर मैक्सिमाइजिंग इट। दिस इज हाउ यू मैक्सिमाइज इट, राइट? तुम डिफरेंस चेक करते हो, चेक करते हो कि मैक्सिमम से बड़ा है या नहीं है,
मैक्सिमम से बड़ा है। यस सर, दिस टाइम क्लियर सर।
We'll do a better approach as well, okay? But just I'm trying to explain that this is the first thing. Yes,
Okay,
Amish.
sir. Sir, actually loop running का समझ नहीं आया, I can't understand.
अच्छा, आप अभी आपके माइंड में क्या आ रहा है कि लूप रनिंग में क्या हो रहा है?
Just it's I equals to 0, then फिर क्या हो रहा है? I don't understand.
अगर मैं आपको कोड में बताऊं तो something is like this. आपको ये समझ में आ रहा है ये क्या करेगा?
Yes sir.
और इसका मतलब क्या होगा कि i की वैल्यू 0 से लेके सेकंड लास्ट इंडेक्स तक चल रही है, राइट?
Yes.
इसके अंदर हमने एक और लूप बनाया है, this is the code, all right? अब कुछ पता चला क्या
और
हो रहा
सर फर्स्ट वाला तो समझ आ गया, लेकिन सेकंड I+1।
है? देखो अब इसको, आपको वैसे इसको ड्राई रन करना आता है थोड़ा सा? गाइस आई एम टेलिंग यू अ लिटिल अबाउट ड्राई रन। गाइस जब इनिशियली i की वैल्यू 0 होगी, j की पॉसिबल वैल्यूज क्या होंगी? हमेशा टेल मी।
It will be 1.
ओके, 1 एंड देन ये फॉर लूप है ना, तो j की वैल्यूज चेंज होती रहेंगी ना।
और थोड़ा elaborate कर दीजिए सर।
सी, अगर मैं सिर्फ आपको बाहर वाला लूप देता तो i की क्या क्या पॉसिबल वैल्यूज हैं? एक फॉर लूप चल रहा है हमेशा, i के ऊपर फॉर लूप चल रहा है।
Yes sir.
अब i की मतलब बहुत सारी वैल्यूज होंगी,
Yes.
चेंज होती रहेगी i की वैल्यू।
Yes sir.
तो वो क्या क्या वैल्यूज आएंगी i की? फॉर एग्जांपल अगर n की वैल्यू 5 है
Yes sir.
तो i की पॉसिबल वैल्यूज क्या होंगी? डू यू गेट द क्वेश्चन ना?
Yes sir.
तो i की पॉसिबल वैल्यूज क्या आएंगी इस फॉर
0
लूप?
1 2 3 4 5।
0 1 2 3 4 5 ये होंगी।
Yes sir.
फिर से सोच लो हमेशा, सोच लो, पूरा पढ़ो लूप, क्या वैल्यूज है i का, कहां से कहां तक रेंज कर रहा है?
Okay, 5 तक रेंज कर रहा है, सो n की वैल्यू 5 - 1 होगा, तो <4।
तो बताओ पॉसिबल वैल्यूज क्या होंगी?
0 1 2 3 4।
क्या पक्का 0 1 2 3 4 होंगी?
Yes, sir.
0 1 2 3 होंगी हमेशा, ये देखो ना, लेस देन है ना, n की वैल्यू 5 है, 5
Okay,
minus
5
1
minus
4,
4.
I should be less
Why
than
less?
4,
Okay, less than 4.
है ना। तो हमेशा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फर्स्ट फीडबैक फ्रॉम मी, थोड़ा हम सोच के आंसर करेंगे, ठीक है। इसमें तो कुछ मुश्किल
Okay.
है, ये भी आपने खुद ही आंसर किया है,
Yes, sir.
हम देख नहीं रहे अच्छे से, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये तो क्लियर हो गया, पॉसिबल वैल्यूज का मतलब क्या है।
Yes, sir.
चलो अभी हमें क्लियर हो गया। अब आई की जो पॉसिबल वैल्यूज है वो ये है, ठीक है, ये
Yes,
तो
sir.
क्लियर हो गया। अब हम इस
Yes,
for
sir.
loop पे आ रहे हैं, ठीक है। अब जब इस फॉर लूप पे आ रहे हैं, तो जब आई की वैल्यू 0 है तब ये फॉर लूप चलेगा। इसके अंदर है ना, फॉर लूप के अंदर एक और अंदर फॉर लूप है ना, देखो ब्रैकेट्स।
Yes.
तो आई की वैल्यू अभी क्या है,
0,
तो जे की इनिशियल वैल्यू क्या होगी,
1.
1। तो अब जे की पॉसिबल, ये फॉर लूप रीड करो, जे की पॉसिबल वैल्यूज बताओ।
It will be 1,
हम्म
0 plus 1,
हम्म
and 2,
हम्म
3,
हम्म
4.
4 तक चलेगा, करेक्ट, गॉट इट।
Yes, sir.
अब देखो, अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, जब आई की वैल्यू 0 थी तो जे एक बारी 1 बना, फिर 2 बना, फिर 3 बना, फिर 4 बना,
Oh,
राइट।
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
दिस इज द अरे। सो अब देख रहे हो आपके पास ये वाला इंडेक्स सेम है, एंड ये वाला इंडेक्स चेंज हो रहा है, पहले जे 2 हो गया, फिर 3 हो गया, फिर 4 हो गया, फिर 5 हो गया, राइट।
Yes, sir.
इस इंडेक्स पे आ गया, नॉट द वैल्यूज। सो इसी हमने 1 के साथ सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस बना लिए,
Yes, sir.
सारे इंडेक्सेस के कॉम्बिनेशंस बन गए ना 1 के साथ।
Yes, sir.
हाँ, अब जब ये वाला लूप भी खत्म हो जाएगा तो आई की क्या वैल्यू हो जाएगी, आई की नेक्स्ट वैल्यू क्या है हमेशा। गाइस प्लीज स्टॉप आंसरिंग, थोड़ा उसको भी सोचने दो।
It will be 1,
व्हाई,
because initially it is 0.
करेक्ट। तो ये फॉर लूप तो चलता रहेगा ना, अभी अंदर वाला
Yes,
फॉर
sir.
लूप खत्म हुआ है तो बाहर वाला तो चलता रहेगा। अब आई की वैल्यू 1 हुई, तो जे की पॉसिबल वैल्यूज क्या है,
2,
गुड गुड गुड,
3,
गुड,
4.
करेक्ट। अब आई की उसके बाद, अब देखो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, आपका इंडेक्स यहाँ पे आ गया, राइट।
Yes, sir.
अब आपने बाकी सारे आपका आगे वाले नंबर का इसके बाद कॉम्बिनेशन बना लिया,
Yes,
राइट।
sir.
अब उसके बाद आई की नेक्स्ट वैल्यू क्या होगी,
2,
2, राइट। और जे की क्या वैल्यूज आएंगी,
और 3 आएगी,
बस 3 आएगी,
3, 4,
करेक्ट,
and
एब्सोल्युटली
बस इतने.
करेक्ट। अब मतलब आई इधर है और जे की वैल्यू आगे बढ़ रही है, राइट।
Yes, sir.
तो आपने देखो हमने थर्ड नंबर के साथ भी सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस बना लिए। सो यू डू सी दैट दिस काइंड ऑफ अ लूप इज हेल्पिंग अस टू अलाउ मेक कॉम्बिनेशंस, ऑल द पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशंस।
Yes, sir.
सो हमें मतलब जे और आई के सारे कॉम्बिनेशन मिल रहे हैं, तो हम उसका डिफरेंसेस देख सकते हैं ना इंडेक्सेस का, और हम मैक्सिमम फाइंड कर सकते हैं।
Yes.
गॉट इट नाउ,
Yes, sir.
ओके ग्रेट,
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
okay now, guys, I had disabled the chat before, okay now Varad tell me।
सर यही जो प्रॉब्लम है ये हम सिर्फ एक फॉर लूप लगा के एक
कर
फॉर
सकते हैं,
लूप यूज
कर
करके
सकते हैं वरद, कर सकते हैं, डोंट डिनाई दैट, आई एम कमिंग टू दैट वरद, आई टोल्ड दैट मल्टीपल टाइम्स। पहले मैं
क्योंकि मैंने कहा कुछ किए लेकिन 4 केसेस पास हो रहे हैं लेकिन बाकी 4 फेल हो रहे हैं।
वरद आई एग्री, यार सुन तो लो पूरा।
ओके सर।
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं सिर्फ आपको एक बेसिक लॉजिक बता रहा हूँ, मैं उस पर भी आऊंगा, अच्छे लॉजिक पे भी आएंगे, पर पहले बेसिक वाला सबको एक्सप्लेन कर दे, क्या हो क्या रहा है, सबकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप कर ले।
मतलब सर हो सकता है क्या एक फॉर लूप से?
भरत यार मतलब हाँ हो सकता है भरत, आई टोल्ड यू यस वी
ओके
कैन डू
सर।
दैट, बट वी विल
यस
डू इट
सर।
लेटर, नॉट राइट नाउ। Okay, Amisha, can you please put her hand down? Guys, मैं लड़के और लड़कियों में कोई फर्क नहीं करूंगा कि लड़कों को मैं बोल रहा हूँ और लड़कियों पे मजाक नहीं हो रहा, ठीक है? So make sure, okay? I guess guys are going to be very happy with this kind of this statement, right? All right. Now guys, clear now how the code is working? Everyone? Now I can't now. I don't think it is possible to explain it more slower than this one. I hope so. Anyone who's having a doubt? Yes, Adarsh.
सर अभी जो अपने हमेशा को समझाया है ना, मेरा यहाँ पर ये डाउट है, आई ग्रेटर देन n माइनस वन, लार्जेस्ट नंबर तो सर 5 है, 5 माइनस वन दैट इज 4। तो सर यहाँ आई की वैल्यू 0 1 2 3 4 तक होनी चाहिए ना सर?
हाँ तो आई की मैं 0 1 2 3 4 नहीं, 4 तो इंडेक्स है ना, लास्ट लास्ट इंडेक्स हो जाएगा, वो आगे वाले किससे कंपेयर करेगा? आपको i माइनस j माइनस आई फाइंड करना है अदर्स। अगर i की वैल्यू ये रख दोगे तो j की वैल्यू क्या आएगी?
ये जे तो मैक्सिमम होनी चाहिए, जे ग्रेटर देन आई, ये आप कहना चाह रहे?
j ग्रेटर देन i होना चाहिए, इसके बाद तो j एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा ना, इंडेक्स ही नहीं है कोई। दैट इज व्हाई वी आर मूविंग i टिल हियर, नॉट टिल हियर।
हाँ सर, जो आपने ऊपर में i इक्वल टू 0 1 2 3, तो ये कॉमा 4 भी होना चाहिए ना सर?
इंडेक्सेस हैं यार, ये इंडेक्सेस हैं, ये 0th इंडेक्स है, ये फर्स्ट इंडेक्स है, सेकंड इंडेक्स है, थर्ड इंडेक्स है, आई तो यहाँ तक ही आएगा ना,
क्योंकि इंडेक्सेस स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0। हाँ
करेक्ट करेक्ट, गॉट इट।
और फिर सर ये j ग्रेटर देन n, ये वाला आप थोड़ा सा पार्ट रिपीट करें, क्योंकि यहाँ जैसे कि 0 हुआ, int j इक्वल टू 0 प्लस 1 यानी 1 हुआ, तो फिर ये सर कैसे काम कर रहा है j ग्रेटर देन n?
j ग्रेटर देन n कहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है मैंने?
सॉरी, j लेसर देन, सॉरी।
फॉर लूप इसको चलाओ, अभी तो आपको चला के बताया पूरा फॉर लूप। थोड़ा थोड़ा क्लियरली बताओगे अदर्श, बिकॉज यू आर जस्ट आस्किंग मी टू रिपीट एवरीथिंग दैट आई टोल्ड टू अमीशा।
ठीक है सर।
आदर्श, व्हाट डिड आई आस्क यू एंड व्हाट आर यू सेइंग? मैंने पूछा कि आप थोड़ा क्लियर हो, ठीक है सर।
नहीं क्लियर मतलब मेरे को बेसिकली यहाँ पर डाउट था n-1 पे।
What I suggest you is, you got this, why we have written n-1?
Yeah, got it.
Just substitute i's value over here every time, okay? You will get the possible values of j then, okay? That is what I was telling to Amisha. All right? Guys, did you see how I converted this code to the possible values? Everyone? Guys, did everyone see that? Guys, this is called a dry run, okay? This is called a dry run. This is called self-running the code, okay? Now, if you knew the logic here, आपको I और J की values पता है, तो आप code पूरा चला भी सकते हो खुद से. You can run the code by yourself and see how the code is working. Right, Adarsh, can you please mute yourself?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Right, guys, everyone? There's a question to everyone, guys. You can put the real values that are possible in I, run the code and check it if everything is working fine. Everyone? Guys, this is called dry run, okay? So this is a very good way to check your code in the beginning, okay? But when the input size is very small, like this one, okay? Now, guys, now one thing is clear to you, whatever code that we do, you are going to do the dry run. That is automatically your homework. You are going to do the dry run. All right, everyone? Clear? Everyone? Okay. Now, guys, assuming that everyone got this logic, guys, this is a, trust me, if you ask me a question next time, कि सर कल वाले कोड में प्रॉब्लम आई थी, then the first question that you are going to get from me, did you do the dry run? उसके, do not ask me a question without that. All right? I hope everyone understands this one. Okay. Now guys, we are going to have a short break. Okay. After that, we will discuss a better logic. Okay. After that, we will discuss a better logic. Okay. So guys, we are going to have a break for 10 minutes. We are going, guys, what I'm doing is we are going very slow. I know that some people are going to feel that we are moving very slow. The reason for that is that I was going to tell you about the dry run. I wanted to tell you about the dry run. I wanted to tell you about a basic approach. And because we are doing kind of nested loops for the first time. Okay, that is the reason I've got slow. Okay. Make sense? Okay. So guys, we'll have a 10 minutes break right now. Okay. And we'll have a break till 10:29. All right. All right, guys. Okay. Varad, break time. Yes, Varad, quickly tell me.
सर नेस्टेड लूप करना ही पड़ेगा क्या?
भरत, अभी मैंने पूरा लॉजिक एक्सप्लेन किया, उसमें तो आपको नेस्टेड लूप चाहिए होगा ना लॉजिक के अकॉर्डिंग तो.
लेकिन सब बस मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट और मिनिमम एलिमेंट चूज करके उनका डिफरेंस हमें बस पता करना है, इतना ही है ना?
भरत, my
Yes,
question is, the statement I told to you is that the logic that we did right now, उसके लिए तो चाहिए होगा ना नेस्टेड लूप.
yes, yes, sir.
आपके लॉजिक के अकॉर्डिंग, न्यू लॉजिक के अकॉर्डिंग नहीं पूछ रहा, बता रहा मैं एग्जिस्टिंग लॉजिक मैंने पूरी क्लास को एक्सप्लेन किया, मैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग बता रहा हूँ.
Yes, yes.
है ना, ये बोल रहा हूँ. ओके, ऑलराइट गाइस, सी यू इन 10 minutes guys. Varad is he's running. Okay, see you in 10 minutes guys. All right. Is everyone back, guys? Is everyone back? Okay. So with this, I'll give you another logic now. I guess it was Varad. Okay. Varad, do you want to come up and tell us how you did it in one single loop? You can raise your hand, Varad. Yes. Yes, Varad, come up.
So I simply took the maximum number by मैंने तो आपने पहले से सिखाया था ना मैक्सिमम नंबर लेना है वो वैसे ही मैंने मैक्सिमम नंबर लिया और उसी उल्ट के और मिनिमम नंबर भी उसी टेक्निक से लिया और फिर आखिर में उनकी सब्ट्रैक्शन प्रिंट कर दी.
Wow, Varad. So you did basically max number minus minimum number, right?
Yes, sir.
Guys, is he correct on this one? Is he correct on this one? No. Varad, why are they saying no?
I don't know, sir.
Varad, read the question. आपको maximum difference of number नहीं find करना. Indexes, maximum indexes का difference find करना है.
Yes, sir.
तो ये तो मैंने explain किया है ना पहले.
लेकिन सर 4 टेस्ट के पास हो रही है ना.
अरे 4 हो रहे तो 4 नहीं भी तो हो रहे.
हाँ.
गलत लॉजिक ही गलत है.
Yes, you're right, sir.
यहाँ पे दोनों लॉजिक का इंटरसेक्शन हो रहा है, वो हो रहा होगा, वो सॉल्व हो रहा होगा, जैसे ये वाला केस है.
हाँ.
बाकी नहीं हो रहा होगा.
नहीं. हाँ हुआ. Yes, sir.
So ये तो आपको समझ जाना चाहिए कि ये लॉजिक ही गलत है.
Yes.
Okay. थोड़ा let's put more input to our thinking. Okay. Now guys, पहले एक लॉजिक मैं बताता हूँ, फिर मैं आपको बताता हूँ वो वर्क कैसे कर रहा है. Okay. So guys, this is an array of 5 elements. Everyone. This is an array of 5 elements. Guys, we will create 2 more arrays. All right. We will create 2 more arrays. Okay. First of all, I'm calling this as left min, and this one I'm calling as right max. All right. बताता हूँ दोनों arrays में क्या होगा. But do you get this? This one is left min. I'm calling this as left min, and this one I'm calling as right max. Till now clear, everyone? Okay. Now guys, what I mean by left minimum is that this is 0th index, this is first index, this is second index, this is third index, and this is fourth index, right? Now, this would mean till any index in this array. For example, what is the minimum index till any index in the array? What does that mean? 0th index तक minimum number कौन सा? What is that? 1. यहाँ तक minimum index कौन सा? Minimum number कौन सा? 1. यहाँ तक minimum number कौन सा? 1. यहाँ तक minimum number कौन सा? 1. यहाँ तक minimum number कौन सा? 1. So in this case, left minimum is going to remain 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We can have different test cases as well. You can try it out. But does everyone get the meaning of what is left minimum means and why? How I am creating? Why I am creating it? Forget about it. How I am creating it? Do you get that? Everyone, guys, I'll tell you how this logic is working. I'll get to the end once you know what everything is being done. Okay, you can check that. Peter, try not to join later. Okay, from now on, just I'll reiterate. I've created 2 arrays, left minimum and right maximum. Okay, these are the same size as the original array. So what does left minimum means? Till any index, what is the minimum value that we have in the original array? For example, till 0th index, what is the minimum value till now? 1. What is the minimum value till here? 1. What is the minimum value till here? 1. And so on. That's why we created the array. That is fine. Guys, I hope everyone understood this. I'm not going to repeat this one. I'm still giving you time, everyone. Okay. Now is coming to the right maximum array. This has the complete opposite definition of left min. That means कि right say whatever you're moving, when you're moving this way, what is the maximum value from the right values? Here we were getting the minimum value from left values. Here we are going to get the maximum value from right values. What is the maximum value from this direction? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I'll use other values as well, guys. I'll use other values. What is the definition of right max clear to everyone? Left min and right max. Everyone? Guys, any doubt in how I created a left min or a right max? Okay. So guys, पहले सिर्फ इतना कोड करें. अभी और भी लॉजिक बताऊंगा. अभी तो सिर्फ डेटा प्रिपेयर किया है. Right now we have just prepared the data and let's code it first. How to do it so that everyone gets to know. Okay, this part was what we got to know right now. पहले ये part code करें, everyone. Okay, so we'll code this one. Just to avoid confusion, guys, later I'll be coding whole the logic that we discuss. Okay. So guys, we need a scanner. Everyone, okay. I'll do this. Okay. Heather, I don't think, guys, anyone else having a problem in my voice? Heather, so can you please check your internet connection before adding it here? Okay, that basically grabs my attention. Okay. Not that I don't want to cater to it, but that deviates me. Okay. Well, I hope this is the array input. Everyone understands this part. There's no doubt in this one, I guess so. Okay. Now, guys, I'll be creating two more arrays, like I discussed. Left min and right max. Right? I hope everyone understands this one. We need to create of the same size. Right? Now, let's fill up left min first. Oops. What is this? I'll just copy paste this loop. So guys, just check this logic. Left min of I is equals to math.min of the current element. Oh, we can start from 1, I guess so, right? Array of I and left min of I minus 1, isn't it? Can we use this logic? The current value at the current index is either the current value in the array at the same index or either the previous value in the left min, because this is obviously going to be the minimum value till now. Right? Everyone? Simple logic? Simple logic, guys? See, this one has the max left min has the at ith index has the minimum value till now. So deciding on the next value is always going to be the new element from the array that just got included in the range and versus the previous left min, right? Guys, I'm expecting more yes on this one. And guys, we can have a similar logic for right max as well. Right? Oh, we need to start this one. And right min of n minus 1 is obviously equal to n minus 1. And we can start the array in reverse order. And simply what it becomes is the complete opposite logic, right? Isn't it? This is a complete opposite logic. Right, guys? So we have created two arrays, right? Now, shall we move to the next part of the logic, guys? Guys, any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? I hope everything is clear, super clear, simple. 27 line. This one. The logic that we discussed, Rajneesh, write max from the right maximum value. So either the next value is going to be the maximum or the current range that we just included is going to be the maximum, right? So you see, if we are reverse traversing that. Guys, पहले मैंने maximum value 5 ये वाली ले ली, यहाँ पे put कर दी, यहाँ पे put कर दी. अब मैं डिवाइस कर रहा हूँ, ये वाली वैल्यू क्या होगी? So this value will be either this value, maximum of this value, or the previous value, isn't it? Rajneesh, Akshay, got it now? Akshay, Rajneesh, okay, great. So let's move to the next part of the logic. These are the two arrays that we have right now. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up a little bit so that we are clear. We have just some less mess on the board. Clear, guys? I hope this one is fine. Now, guys, I initialize three values. I is equals to 0, j is equals to 0, and a maximum difference. Okay, this is going to be our result. Okay, this is going to be a result. Right now, we don't have any difference, so we can say it as -1. Now, I will be used to traverse this array, and j will be used to traverse this array. All right. Okay, you got the variables. What is every variable going to do? Any doubts, guys? Guys, I'm moving very slow, so please cope up with me. If you have a doubt, raise your hand. If you don't have a doubt, do not. Just say a yes or no. I'm moving very slow. Probably this is the slowest class that I'm going to teach. Guys, everyone. Guys, मैं किसी को भी randomly उठा दूंगा, किसी को भी randomly unmute कर दूंगा और पूछ लूंगा. So make sure that you are saying a yes or no, being attentive. लालच दूं? Guys, you know what's going to benefit you if you are attentive in class? You know that? One biggest reason, you know that? What's going to happen to you if you stay attentive in class or more interactive in class? The reason for that is you are more interactive in class. I personally will get to know your performance. And if I get to know your performance personally, I can refer you to multiple companies. Okay. I have multiple reference the experience that I have, probably my colleagues, probably everyone. And obviously I can refer you to Amazon. That's not a problem, but probably all of my friends and different people that I've been in contact with everyone is going to be, there is someone who's going to be present in every company and good companies. Okay. So if I know how you are performing and how you are doing, I can either refer you to Amazon, I can refer you to my team towards the end. I can refer you to different companies. I can refer you to your location-based companies, Delhi, Gurgaon, Bangalore, Hyderabad. Okay. And even overseas is not a problem right now. So, मिला लालच मिला अच्छा खासा ठीक है मैं ये दोबारा रिपीट नहीं करूंगा तो मेरे को लगता है आप लोगों को इतना स्मार्ट होना चाहिए कि दैट्स द केस ओके ठीक है सो बाकी देख लो सबको अच्छे पैसे कमाने हैं सबको अच्छी जॉब चाहिए सबको अच्छी कंपनीज में जाना है अब वो देख लो कि आपको अपना फायदा देखना है या नहीं देखना ठीक है यस भरत
सर आपने यहाँ पर 2 अरेज क्यों लिए वो प्लीज बताओ
भरत मैं आऊंगा मैं आपको अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ मैं कर क्या रहा हूँ देन आई विल गेट टू द रीजनिंग
ओके सर
ओके okay so guys now I hope this one is clear. Lmin, Rmax, I, J, and this. Okay. Now, guys, we are going to traverse these both the arrays. Okay. We are going to traverse these both the arrays. Okay. Now, till what limit do you traverse? If both are starting from 0, till what limit do you traverse? That I and J should be less than N, right? Correct. Good, Yash. Very nice. Should be less than N. If yes, basically till n minus 1, Yasmin, even that's fine, is less than n. We can call that, right, Yasmin, if I'm correct. I hope everyone is clear with this. Everyone is clear with this? Now guys, that means now if I'm iterating till now and I need to iterate both, okay? So what will I do? I will be iterating both. Now what I'll be doing, they are both starting with 0. I will just compare these two values at the current index. What is the current index? 0 and 0. 0 and 0 is the current index. I will compare the value at L min of I and R max of J. That means simply if L min of I and R min of R max of J. Fine. Now, if this is the case, I will select a max difference. Basically, I'll tell you how it's working, guys. I'll just tell you how it's working. I'll give you the reasoning as well. R max of either if I'm maximizing the difference, so it's either going to be or J minus I. Fine. Now, if this is the case, guys, if this is the case, I can keep on traversing R max. I can keep on traversing R max. Basically J plus plus. If I have to traverse R max, then I'll do a J plus plus, right? Right? So this is just the initial value. I do not have any difference with me right now. Because if you read the question, if there is no such value, then return -1. That is the case. So if we won't have anything, we'll have this one. Yeah, Kanaya, we can do that as well. Okay. Now, so guys, what does this mean? What does this statement means? Okay. What does this statement means? This means that I've considered the whole array. I've considered the whole array and right से maximum. Right से maximum कैसे आएगा कोई? When the highest value is propagating, basically always. And if left min is always propagating this way, right? That's the concept of left min and right max. Now, if left min is less than right max, this is equivalent to comparing to any two values. Basically, the maximum minimum values till this index and maximum values after this index. This is what it means if you're comparing these two. This is what the statement means. Again, reiterating, guys. This statement particularly means if i's value is 0 and j's value is 0, minimum value till 0 index and maximum value after 0 index. This is what it means. So this is the exact thing that the two loops were doing while making combinations. Eventually, the goal was this only, right? Right, guys? So you see how the statement, what is the meaning of this statement? So this is exactly doing the same purpose. And do you see, do you get a reason why we created these two arrays now? Now guys, if this is not the case, if this is false, then what does this mean? That means basically the maximum value, the minimum value till now is not smaller than the maximum value till now, right? So probably array में कुछ आगे value कोई ऐसी होगी जो इससे lowest होगी, इससे lower होगी, right? Possible? array में कुछ आगे value कोई ऐसी आ सकती है जो इससे lower होगी, right? And वो lower का कैसे पता चलेगा? If we just increase the scope, we just move I ahead, and we can check that again. Correct, Peter. So what do we do? I plus plus. That's it. Right? So we start considering again, is this value again true? If yes, calculate the maximum difference again. If no, again move the left one ahead. Make sense now? A little tricky logic, but this is a very common logic, guys. It's a very, very, very common logic. In the beginning, it's tricky a little bit. But guys, do you see? we process a little bit data before. हमने कुछ उसको बना दिया, इस अरे से कुछ ऐसा बना दिया और ये बना दिया, ताकि हमारी कैलकुलेशन we are able to do it in a single loop, isn't it? Yasmin, I'm going to give that as a homework. I'll code it for you. I'll code it, but I'm going to give that as a homework. A dry run, basically. Same way we can find the minimum value. Yes, Ruby. If you reverse the concept, you can find the minimum value as well. If you are given that, find the minimum difference of indexes. But that question does not make any sense, Ruby. The minimum difference in indexes is always going to be 0 if you consider the same elements, right? Yes, Yash.
Hello.
Yes, Yash.
सर वो I++ वाला लॉजिक एक बार फिर से समझा दें।
अच्छा देखो, आपको ये समझ में आई स्टेटमेंट?
यस सर।
अच्छा, इसका मतलब क्या, एक बार बताओ।
दिस ना इफ एल सॉरी ये पूछ रहे हैं ना।
आप इसका थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंट, यस, even if you are wrong, I don't care. I'm fine with that, you being wrong, but you just need to sound confident with me. That's it.
Yeah. So this statement means that L, the minimum of I will always be less than the maximum of R. These two boxes.
ये तो लिखा हुआ है ना यश, आप लिखी हुई स्टेटमेंट बता रहे हो मुझे, इसका मतलब क्या है?
So as we are going in the first array, as we are going from 0 to 4, and in the next one we are coming from.
I get it. See, why I asked you, the problem is in understanding this statement, Yash. Okay. अब देखो हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या था, आपका जो a of j पे वैल्यू है, jth इंडेक्स पे वैल्यू है, वो a of I से बड़ी होनी चाहिए, and j should be ahead of I, ahead or equal to I, right? That was this question.
I say तो always j बढ़ेगा.
Right. So if I'm taking I and j as 0 and 0, okay, what does that initially means? Minimum value till 0? Is minimum value till 0 less than maximum value ahead of 0? Is that the case?
Yeah.
Right? So if that's not the case, that means we need to consider the ith value as ahead. एक आगे वाले इंडेक्स पे देखनी पड़ेगी, because I तो छोटा आया नहीं, ये जो हमारा जो प्री रिक्विजिट था, जो हमारा कंडीशन थी, वो तो सेटिस्फाई हुई नहीं.
Yes.
This is what it means if it's false. So in that case we need to move I ahead, right?
Yeah.
Right? जैसे हम पिछले for loop में भी कर रहे थे, but वो automatically हो रहा था. So that is why we are doing I++. Okay? Still confused? Yes? Yes. These are not called the two conditions, Amisha. This is called a condition. This is called an else case. This is not a condition. We are not putting an else if, right? So this is just single condition. This is the condition if this does not happen, do this. Guys, clear? Did everyone understand why we created a Lmin, why we created an Rmax, and why we use, and how come this logic is helping us? So shall we code, guys? Shall we quickly code? Yasmin, you got my input right? I'm going to give this as a part of homework. You got that right? Guys, I'm going to give this part. I told you about dry run today, right, guys? Everyone? So, guys, now, so guys, because in for loop I can't put two conditions. I can, but I can't. That gets a little complex for you. So both needs to be less than 1. So I can use less than n. So we can use a while loop, because we need to traverse both. If anyone gets out of range, we need to stop, right? Obviously, array can't be traversed out of range, right? Now, guys, this is exact code. Guys, this is the exact code that I told you. Mat.max, either max diff or j minus I. And in this case, j++. else I plus plus, right? And after this while we should have a maximum difference with us, and we can simply print it. That's what we can do. Everyone. So let's give a input. I think the code is complete. Let's give a custom input and check the difference if you are getting a correct one. Oh, we have a compile output. Oh, what did we name it? Oh, so sorry guys, we named it differently. We can do it like this. This works. So guys, our output is wrong in this case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we doing wrong? Let me check. Ooh, yes. So sorry. Input is wrong, right? Rajneesh, input is wrong. Yes. Oh, now it's working. Now it's working. Rajneesh, you probably need to give me a reason. Why did you say that? Let's take the other input as well. Other input should have -1 as an output. And kaboom. Done. It's working perfectly as per the test cases that are mentioned. Right? So let's try to submit this one. Varad, clear? Varad, Rajneesh, Nazish. I've started to remember your names, guys. So I need to take care. Amisha, first of all, we have not done any matrices, but if you are able to connect it to something, that's great. Line number 26. This one? Nazish, this one? Okay, so Nazish, you need to go through the lecture recording, please, because this was the part of the previous explanation that I was giving. I told you that I won't be repeating this one. This is the code, guys. This is going to work. Definitely going to work. Nazish, कोई बात नहीं, आप एक बारी lecture recording सुनो. Still it's running. We are right max का logic आपको पता लगा? Nazish, did you get the right max logic? The last element is always going to the maximum, right? Till that. So that's why we have initialized the initial value. So we need to reverse iterate the loop, that array. So it will start from n-2th index, right? It will start from the n-2th index, right? I'm just going to copy the code and I'm going to refresh the page, guys. And I'm going to run it now. Probably some glitch at Newton's. I'm sure this code is not going to be a glitch one. Guys, when you guys were submitting, did it take that long? Yes, Yasmin, tell me.
यस सर, सो जो आपने जो दो एरे क्रिएट किया है ना अलग अलग, उसका मेन रीजन क्या है? सिर्फ वही मैक्स और मिनिमम वैल्यू ट्रैक करने के लिए?
Correct. Till a particular index and after a particular index.
अच्छा,
लेफ्ट मीन का मतलब ये है
सर, तो वो तो हम ऐसे भी निकाल सकते ना, मैक्स और मिन वैल्यू एरे से?
वो आपको एक एक वैल्यू मिलेगी ना, आपको एक पर्टिकुलर हर इंडेक्स तक नहीं ना मिलेगी उसकी वैल्यू.
अच्छा, तो हम एक इंडेक्स लेफ्ट मिन और राइट मैक्स दोनों को, मतलब दोनों का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू निकालने के लिए हमने दोनों एरे ट्रैक किया है.
करेक्ट, हर एक इंडेक्स तक, so that we know at till particular index what is the minimum value till now and what is the maximum value after this one. Always. We always have a track for that.
ओके सो सर ऐसे मतलब ऐसे टाइप कब करना होगा अगर थोड़ा
See, Yasmin, the logic is going to be developed as per experience. Okay.
ओके
Okay. I don't disagree on that. But right now, what we can do is we can basically tell you about there are certain kind of logic like this one, and we can practice it more. We'll see that okay, then you will be able to connect. Okay, this kind of a question will whenever we need to find something on minimum on the left and maximum on the right, or the vice versa, we can do this one.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So guys, we'll do this one. I'll take your suggestion and we'll again go here. We'll just paste the code and we will run again. Shiv, try it out. Yes, Swagatam, tell me.
Yeah, sir, I was asking like you have in this code you have created two different like two arrays, minimum and maximum. So like because you have done it to find the minimum and maximum value. So like sir, we can also do like using for loop for like same for loop two times, and for one for loop for this minimum value to find the minimum value, and the second one for the maximum value. You can also do that, no, sir? Because like we can give minimum value initial as 0, like minus something, and the maximum value we can give initial as 0. Then we can compare that minimum value for that limited index in that present on that array, and for maximum also we can do that same.
Yeah, you can do that, but that the logic that you're telling, that is just going to give us the maximum value and the minimum value in the array, right?
Yeah.
But we are not bothered about that. We are bothered about the maximum value after a particular index and a minimum value before a particular index.
Okay.
That's why we are maintaining a right max and a left min. This is not going to give us one value. This is going to give us n values.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, guys, you have a mentor session right now. Guys, you can leave. Guys, this is the code. We'll try to run it again tomorrow. But guys, I vouch on this one. This is definitely going to work. Okay. So guys, what I want you guys to do is a little homework. Make any array. Make any array of your choice and perform a dry run. Works, everyone? Take any array, whatever you like. कुछ भी करो, कोई भी array बनाओ कि इस पे नहीं चलेगा सर का कोड, ये होगा वैसा होगा, बनाओ and shoot it out. All right? Done? Guys, if you do a dry run, trust me, you have to do the dry run. And this is going to work, guys. Well, I vouch on this one. Okay? Now, you have to do the dry run. That is very necessary for you to grow in DSA. That is very necessary. That will build up your imagination. That will tell you how to run the code. Okay. So make sure you do that. That's going to be around a 15-20 minutes activity. And I guess that you can take that much of time. All right. I sent the code on the chat. All right, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Good night. Good night, guys. You have a mentor session, guys. Please turn that. Bye.